Welcome back to another episode of The Real Deal, and I'm a little angry today, so I have to spout off a little bit. This is not what I want to wake up to in the morning. So last night in Australia at Bondi Beach, there was this big Hanukkah celebration called Hanukkah by the Sea 2025 because Hanukkah is starting. They're ahead of us in the time in America where I'm at. So ours will start tonight at 6 p.m. But they're ahead of us, so they had a huge celebration. So last night, this is Sydney, Australia, which is a country. That's why that they're all white and talk with that British accent over there for the most part. And I got nothing against the English. I got nothing against Australia. But I get sick of people talking about the colonization that Israel's doing. Bull crap. Israel's colonized nothing. Israel took back their land. And the only reason people don't like Israel is because they're Jewish. Tired of this crap. So you wake up in the morning and you see 12 people were killed, 29 more wounded, and they're still picking up the bodies. Because a bunch of terrorists, Islamic terrorists, I'll say it like it is, Muslim Islamic terrorists, were upset because Jews and other people were celebrating Hanukkah. Oh, okay, so that gives you the right to go and kill people because you don't like them. Let me tell you, people, most of y'all have never read any of the books. You've never read the Quran. You've never read the Hadith. You got people out there don't even know anything about the Jewish books. Most people have never read the Christian Bible. You know what Bible means? Bible is a Greek word. Biblia means book. Holy Biblia means good book. It's Greek. The original Christian Bible was basically written in Greek, which is funny because it was a bunch of Jews that were, doing everything. And it's funny, too, that Christians, many of Christians now, not all, but there's many Christians out there, they won't stick up for Israel. They won't stick up for the Jews. Now, let me tell you something, Christians, if you're listening, and you don't support Israel. Here's something. You say Israel's only existed since 1948. They colonized. No. Let me tell you something. You worship a Jewish guy you call Jesus. Yeshua is his name in Hebrew. Let's call him Jesus. You worship him, which is a violation of rule number 1. Thou shalt not worship other gods before Hashem. But you worship him. You worship a Jew who was born in Bethlehem, Israel. Bethlehem, Israel, Judea, Judah, over 2,000 years ago. But Israel's only existed since 1948. And you're worshiping a Jewish guy. Even if you don't worship him and just respect him and honor him and go by his words, you're still going by the words of a Jewish guy. A man who stood on the Sermon on the Mount and said, I have not come to do away with my Father's laws. I've come to uphold them. A man that celebrated the Feast of Dedication. It's in your Christian Bible. Or let's just call it what it is. Hanukkah. He celebrated that. He kept Passover. He kept kosher. He followed all the Jewish laws. But then you guys come along and say that he came here so you don't have to follow these laws anymore. BS, everybody. And when stuff like this goes down, I get angry. People are getting killed for no reason other than being Jewish. And it's been like that forever. Let me tell you what they're celebrating. They're celebrating Hanukkah. You know what Hanukkah was? Oh, that's right. It's when a group of people took over Israel and forced all the Jews to believe in their way. It's basically you convert, leave, or die. Yeah, this has been going on with the other pogroms for thousands of years. Yeah, we are in the Hebrew year 5786, people. That's how long it's been since the creation of the earth according to Hebrew theology. That is where we are at. They do not use the Gregorian calendar. They don't go by that. Hanukkah starts tonight, the 25th of Kislev. And when I wake up in the morning and I have to see that a bunch of Jewish people and people that might respect and honor them that aren't Jewish get killed just for the fact they're being Jewish, that frustrates me. It makes me mad, and I'm not taking it. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. And every Jewish person out there, every person that's listening to me, every Jewish person, every Jewish brother and sister, all the Hebrews out there, start packing. Go down. I'm serious. Get some guns because they're coming after you. This ain't over. It's getting ugly and it's getting worse. So if you're an American, you're Jewish, start packing. It's allowed. It's allowed. It's okay. It's kosher. You can do it. Hashem says it's okay. You are allowed to protect yourself. That's in the Tanakh. And let me tell you, go get your CCW. Go get your concealed carry, especially Jewish women. Do it. Get some pepper spray. Get a taser. Whatever it takes that's legal. Protect yourselves. Because I'll tell you this. If you're on the streets in certain cities and you start getting attacked, young women, nobody's going to stick up for you. They're going to whip their cell phone out and record it. That's what they're going to do. That's what happens in our American society today and most of the world's society. Because they don't care. It's not their group, so they don't care. So listen to me. I'm telling the truth. Start defending yourself any way you can. What happened in Australia is a cowardly act, and it's terrified. It's violence. It's terrorist violence. It's shocking. It's painful. It's horrible, and it's representing most of society's worst fears about terrorism. Not just in Australia, but all over the world. Hey, you ever been to Dearborn, Michigan? Fine. Cool. Hamtramck, Michigan? Try wearing a yarmulke in there, people. Try wearing a Magen David. It doesn't go over very well down there. Gee, I can't imagine why. Now, this attack in Sydney, it was designed by these terrorists. They've killed one of them. They've captured a couple. It was designed to target the Jewish community on the first day of Hanukkah. So what should have been a night of peace and joy and love and celebration turned out to be a horrific night, shattered. An evil attack of cowardly schmucks that I hope they live and suffer. I hope the ones that they've got, I hope they suffer. I hope they're in pain. I don't care. I'm not a horrific person. I don't normally wish that on somebody, but I'm sick of this crap. I'm sick of the war on Jews. I'm sick of the war on Israel. Israel's done nothing in this world wrong. All they ever do is create things like cellular phones. They cure diseases. I could go on and on. I'd be here all day talking about the great things Israel's done and created. You watch a television? Thank a Jew, people. Wi-Fi? Well, there you go. Hedy Lamarr started that. Basically, she laid the groundwork for it way back in the 40s. Hedy Lamarr, a beautiful, beautiful woman. A beautiful, proud Jewish woman. She laid the groundwork for what they would later convert into what would be called Wi-Fi, which everybody's using today. So if you don't like Jews and you're using Wi-Fi, screw off, everybody, and stop being a hypocrite. Put your cell phone down. Put your remote control down. Jews created that. Yeah, I'm sick of this, man. Oh, I'm fired up, and I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm speaking out. I've been peaceful for too long, and I'm tired of this. I am sick and tired of this. Thousands of people showed up to celebrate Hanukkah. Thousands of people were over there. And guess what happened? Some gunmen were waiting on a pedestrian bridge that overlooked the park. They're cowards. They didn't go right down in there and start shooting everybody. They're cowards. All of these guys are cowards. And what did they do? They surrounded the area and started shooting people up from a long way away. And that's when they launched their attack. One of them was killed, and one's taken into custody. There's some of them that are still out there. Now, they got one of them. His name is Naveed Akram. Yeah, that's an Australian name if I've ever heard one. Okay. But you know what? You can't say that. That's racist. That's Islamophobia. Not all Islamists are terrorists. You're right. They're not. And not all Jews are bad people, so why are you targeting them? What'd they ever do to you, huh? Other than exist. Oh, the Jews control everything. They control all the world. They have all the money. Yeah, 15 million Jews control 8.5 billion people, right? This is how stupid people are. They believe everything they see on social media. They believe everything they hear in the mainstream media, which is all owned and controlled not by the Jews, because if it was, you'd be hearing more positive stories about the Jews. Oh, and speaking of this, here's another thing. One of the shooters was on Australia's, what they call it, an intelligence operation list, which means, he's on a list. He's done something wrong to be on this list. There's something he said or done, maybe social media, something like that. But they said, well, we don't deem him an immediate threat or anything. Oh, really? Well, apparently you were wrong on that, Australia. Man, they say there's no active threat to the area. Yeah, okay. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's going to be more. Do you think these people are going to be out there and be celebrating Hanukkah now? You think they're going to go out on the streets and celebrate? Do you know how sad and scary it is to be a Jew in today's society in a big city walking down the street? I mean, Jews stand out, especially the Hasidic and the Orthodox. Even not the Orthodox. Even the conservative Jews, they wear yarmulkes. You see a guy wearing a yarmulke, what do? You harass him, right? That's what they do. October 7th, 2023. Attack in Israel, a terrorist attack. And then you hear the conspiracy theories. Oh, Netanyahu wanted this to happen so they could go to war. No, he didn't. He didn't. He cares about his people. Okay. Then America wanted 9/11 to happen so they could go to war. That part might be a little true. But 9/11, Islamic terrorists were in those planes, right? Okay. When's the last time you saw a Jewish suicide bomber, people? Because you always hear, well, not all Muslims are bad. You're right, they're not. But if you've read their books and if they're going by them, if you're Jewish, you might want to be a little suspicious. But, hey, when's the last time you saw a Jewish suicide bomber? When's the last time you saw a Jewish guy walk into a crowd with a vest on that blows up? When's the last time you saw a Jewish guy stand on a bridge or stand in a crowd and start shooting Muslims? Or Christians? It doesn't happen, people. It doesn't happen. Because most Jewish people go by the laws. And Jewish people, most of them, are not filled with hate for no freaking reason. This is horrible, people, and I'm sick of this. How can you tell somebody to have a happy Hanukkah when they got to be on red alert now? The Jews have been going through so much for thousands of years, ever since their creation. And what do you guys say? You don't worry about it. It's not you. It's not you getting killed. It's not you getting the pogroms. It's not you sitting there lighting the menorah and getting shot up. It's not you getting rounded up, put in the ovens and baked. It's not you getting thrown into the showers. You guys are the ones doing it. And then you forget all about it. It's like, well, it wasn't me. It was my father. Well, okay. You know what? You going to let that slide, people? No. What is wrong with you people? And they'll sit there, well, I didn't kill any Jews. Yeah, well, how do we know you won't? How do we know when the stuff falls down and the shit hits the fan, how do we know that you're not going to be on the side that everybody else is on? Look at the Nazis. Look what happened there. I always grew up wondering how such a civilized culture of the Germans, how so many people could be so freaking brainwashed so easily into hating a small group of people that have done nothing wrong except try to exist and make life better for themselves and everybody. I've never understood that. But as I've gotten older and I've watched our society, I know how now. I know how they got them. They brainwashed them. The same thing that's freaking going on today. And it's not that hard to do. Shoot, even Hitler and Goebbels said how easy it was to do. It's like you put it out there and tell people something enough, you repeat a lie enough, people will believe it. And that's exactly the truth, people. Keep repeating those lies because we ain't going to take it. I will stick up for every Jewish person in this nation, every Jewish person in this world. I stick up for everybody. I try to. But some of y'all make it difficult because of who and what you are and what kind of people you are. And we all know that if stuff hits the fan and basically the Nazis rise up again, but it'll be a different word, a different forum, we all know you're going to be on their side. So that's why people keep their eyes open. Every Jewish person out there, every person that supports the Jews out there, thank you. Thank you for being you. And let me tell you, I've got your backs. Keep your eyes open and watch out for your brothers and sisters. Jewish people, be on high alert. Do what I say. Get a CCW. Watch yourselves. I don't want anything to happen to you all. I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this Jew hate. It needs to stop now. And you know why it needs to stop? Because I got your backs. And I don't like it. And I'm the real deal, baby.